This is Nigeria. You want to know what's going on? Relax, I will tell you. Now, this campaign season has exposed that another name for corruption in Nigeria is Special Purpose Vehicles, SPVs. This is our discussion today. Let's get to it immediately. Atiku Gate has become a trend for some days now. The All Progressive Congress, APC, has called out the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, to step down from the presidential race and offer himself for investigation based on the revelation by his former aide, Michael Achimugu, who alleged that Atiku and his boss, ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo, created what was known as the Special Purpose Vehicles, SPVs, during the time when they were in control of the presidency from 1999 to 2007, just to steal public funds, all in the name of awarding contracts to non-existing companies. What do you think is the reason behind this revelation that would better be described as a blackmail on the person and character of Atiku Abubakar? Here is the reason, according to the PDP. Watch.
This whole gamut of story that they are bringing, it is in a bid to cover up for what they know is about to come about an existing investigation in the EFCC, not fiction, existing investigation in EFCC that was submitted a few years ago by the former MD of Alpha Beta, where he indicted in his investigation corrupt practices by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress. And in that petition, he outlined criminal activities that if the EFCC is to act upon it today, Asiwaju will be arraigned in court. And we, with the knowledge of law, are not even saying arrest him, because first you must investigate. The good thing for us is that this was submitted to them for years. For there is every reason to believe that they would have concluded investigation on that. And that's why these people did that, because they know we are going to call on EFCC to act by arraigning this man in the court. But we haven't even done anything yet. You know that on the evidence of law, this man has a conviction from a court in Chicago. And they know that the Nigerian people, their mind is made up on the basis of that we cannot elect somebody as president who will be a subject of blackmail from the country. They also know that some journalists did an investigation and they are writing a petition to NDLEA of investigation of certain drugs that were discovered in Lagos. And that is why they felt that by creating what do I call it, like you are trying to distract somebody from the main issue that is to come, they came up with this issue that has no basis in law, no basis in fact, no basis in ethics, but the frenzy. When they pushed this young man and he released those things, the media houses in Nigeria didn't see it as anything reasonable to carry it. So for days, this thing was not covered. Then they now said, let us hold a press conference and blackmail the media.
Daniel Buala, a spokesperson of the PDP Presidential Campaign Council, said in that video that the APC are fully aware that their presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have questions to answer with regards to high-profile corruption. And so they came up with a plan to hire a professional blackmailer to bring Atiku Abubakar down by all means. The PDP has now come out to accuse the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, of being the grand commander of Special Purpose Vehicles, SPVs, which he used to milk Lagos State dry during his time as governor of the state. Let's hear from the PDP. Watch.
It is now in public space how Bola Tinubu reportedly used one of his many SPV companies, Soft Alliance, to steal a whopping $1 million belonging to Lagos State through an account 0015778102 in a third generation bank, and how the sum of $826,000 belonging to Lagos State was said to have been moved to Tinubu's domiciliary account in a fourth generation bank with account number 00366207885 in a 3-day lodgement scheme. It is also in public space how the act of the notorious Apple Dodger The money was on February 3, 2015, split and paid in bits and pieces in $30,000, $30,000, $35,000, $30,000 into a domiciliary account 0036620785, reportedly belonging to Bola Tinubu in a first generation bank. Nigerians are now in the know of how the tranches of $35,000, $71,000, $100,000, $30,000, $200,000, $300,000, $30,000, $70,000, $80,000, $70,000, and $30,000 were reportedly taken by Tinubu from different branches of the said first generation bank between February 4 to February 5, 2015. Nigerians now know of how Tinubu has been desperately trying to divert attention from his alleged use of Alpha Beta Consulting Limited and Alpha Beta LLP SPV companies he reportedly owned by Proxy to loot 100 billion tax money belonging to Lagos State since 2002. It is now in public domain how Alpha Beta, which has for over 20 years held the exclusive rights to collect taxes in Lagos State in return for a commission under very shady arrangements through which it reportedly siphoned billions of naira belonging to Lagos State. The public is also now aware of a petition before an anti-corruption agency where Tinubu's SPV company is reported to have used another company which shares same address with Tinubu's office on Idowu Taylor Street in Lagos to launder Lagos State funds. Documents cited in one of the anti-corruption agencies reveals that Tinubu's SPV laundered over 20 billion, averaging $46.5 million in different currencies to several companies, including payment of $1 billion, meaning $2.3 million, to a company that is widely known to belong to him. Bola Tinubu should come out clean and speak to these damning money laundering findings against him. He should explain to Nigerians how billions of naira belong to Lagos State are meant for the welfare of the people, reportedly found their ways into self-alliance and ended in bits and pieces in foreign currencies into domiciliary accounts allegedly owned by him in commercial banks. We also challenge Asiwaju Tinubu to explain to Nigerians how, as Lagos State Governor, he awarded the exclusive rights of tax collection in Lagos State to his proxy company, Alpha Beta, as well as the allegation that the SPV was used to steal over 100 billion naira belonging to Lagos State. Furthermore, Nigerians are still awaiting the APC presidential candidate explanation for his conviction and criminal forfeiture of $460,000 in a criminal case of trafficking in narcotics in the United States of America, for which under Section 137, 1, subsection D of the 1999 Constitution as amended, he is not eligible to contest election in Nigeria.
My God, the allegations are heavy. You heard the amounts Tinubu allegedly stole from Lagos State using special purpose vehicles, SPVs. With this case of SPVs hanging on both Tinubu and Atiku, this tells everyone that if there are 100 companies that government at any level in Nigeria work with, just know that 80% of those companies do not exist. It's just a vehicle to loot public funds. One thing that has shocked me the most is that with all the allegations hanging over Tinubu and Atiku, none of them has come out to say anything. Only their spokespersons that we hear from trying to, cover the nakedness of their principal. You know how they say it, silence is admittance. In conclusion, the PDP went further to inform Nigerians why Atiku Abubakar is the Messiah at this time, despite the corruption allegations in the public space against him. Watch.
Can Nigerian people, for the life of me, honestly ask themselves and answer that we are prepared to have a president that will appear in the United Nations, and when he stands to address it, will say, the fellow citizens of the world, here we are in the United Nations, different from blah, blah, blue, 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 and blah, blah. or that he will say he brings electricity from America and converted it into yam and beans, or he will say he will turn 50 million people into abado. And you see, if you look at the candidates running for the office, for the serious-minded Nigerians, it is quite evident. People in Nigeria, their minds are made up. It's like you're going to obedient people and you are trying to blackmail Peter Obi. I mean, you're singing hip hop, it will not move them. The Nigerian people have made up their mind. They've looked at these political parties. APC is on the extreme, playing religious politics. Labour on the extreme, playing religious politics and all kinds of things. PDP is the only party that has national strength with a common objective for a recovered Nigeria from the doldrum. 70 trillion, Abati.
Of course, Daniel Bola, nobody wants a president that operates on a blue blah bala blue frequency. Same way, nobody wants a president that have lots of corruption and criminal allegations hanging all over him. Nigerians want an incorruptible president come May 29th, 2023. We will vote massively to elect such a president come February 25th, when we all will head to the pool. Finally, PVC collection is on now. Collection will end on 29th January, according to INEC. Go get yours now and be part of Nigeria Decide 2023. I'll see you soon. Don't you think you're forgetting something? Yes, the subscription button. Click on it right now.